Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the nation of Iran has responded after the strikes ordered by President Donald Trump, and it is not the response that I think many of us expected. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The strikes in Iran last night were devastating. The Fordow facility and two others were completely obliterated by stealth bombers who flew in and flew out undetected. An absolute masterpiece of military strategy. There were no leaks. There was misdirection. There was trickery. Trump pulled this off. Pete Hegseth pulled this off, and it was brilliant. It was genius what they did. This is going to be studied for years to come as a masterstroke of exactly how it should be done. Now, of course, the Democrats, they're playing the part of Iranian state TV here in the United States. They always seem to be on the wrong side of an 80-20 issue, don't they? And they're complaining that they weren't informed and there was no congressional approval. Let me tell you something. Former President Obama did hundreds of military strikes without congressional approval. Biden did them. Former President Bush did them. Former President Clinton did them. The other former President Bush did them. Reagan, Carter, they all did them without congressional approval. Can you imagine having to wait for congressional approval and arguing back and forth while your enemy prepares? Iran's response was shocking because I think a lot of us expected them to back down, but they're being defiant and they're claiming they're going to close the Straits of Hormuz and they're pretending that we didn't do a lot of damage and all these things. And that's okay, save face. But don't make a military move, because you'll live to regret that, and you won't live that long. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Future of prosperity and peace.
The jeopardy is now huge. The president is gambling that Iran will not have the capability or the guts to hit any of the many US bases in the region. The worst case scenario is that they do. If Americans are killed, this will spiral fast. And on Iranian state TV, the threats were quick and direct.
We were negotiating with the Americans when we were attacked. You made this choice. You started this. The 40 to 50,000 American soldiers in the region are now legitimate targets.
After days of ambiguity, a president now decisive. Where next? It is impossible to tell. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.
And we'll be getting more updates from Washington throughout the day. But this morning, Iran launched its response, starting with a series of missiles directed towards Israel. Our Middle East correspondent was live in Jerusalem as sirens sounded in many parts of the country. Just have a listen.
It, of course, is an attack on Israel because Israel has been carrying out wave after wave of attacks on Iran over the last 8 or 9 days, hence why we've been seeing these daily missile barrages. But I think we'd also have to assume that it is the first reaction to what the Americans did overnight. Now, look, that's a red alert, which means the sirens will probably sound in this area quite soon. Oh, can you see the trail of a ballistic missile there?